Are in Mumbai right now. Welcome to our workshop on Canva design, our beginner workshop. My name is Alifia. I'm the VP PR at Sobo Toastmasters. Before we begin, we have a couple of ground rules. I would encourage everyone to keep their video on so the session is more interactive. Kindly keep your audios muted at all times. We will have a question and answer round towards the end, so you can unmute yourself at that time, or you can actually write your questions in the chat box and we will address it then. So with this, let me introduce our two presenters for today. Our first presenter is Toastmaster Gauri. Toastmaster Gauri Gaurav has been a part of Sobo Toastmasters for 2 years. She's also served in the PR team for 2 years. And she's known for her quirky, innovative designs. So it's a no-brainer that she was instrumental behind us winning the Design of the Month poster, which was recognized by the district last year in November 2022. Our second presenter is Toastmaster Sharmeen. Yes, that's Toastmaster Gauri. Our second presenter is Toastmaster Sharmeen. She is a professional graphic designer with over 3 years of work experience, so who better to learn from? She understands the nuances of design and truly is a visual communication wizard. So with a huge round of virtual applause with our reacts, let's introduce both our presenters. I now invite Gauri to kick off the session today. Toastmaster Gauri, I hand it over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alifia. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So hello and warm welcome to everyone. Thank you for such a great response and joining our workshop today. I am Toastmaster Gauri Gura, and today I'll be trying my level best to make the process of using Canva easier and make your time worth investing for the next 1 hour. My introduction to Canva began in late 2021 when I was asked by our by our creative team and PR team to work on an annual magazine, which we call as a Sobo Buzz. While using the app, many questions erupted in my mind. One question being, why are we using this brand new complicated app when we already have MS Word, MS PowerPoint? Like, we are familiar with that apps for a long time now. But while using the app, I slowly recognized the range of creative activity it offers. And you just can't help but get addicted to exploring the features and creating more work. So Canva is like a middle ground between the familiar MS Word, PowerPoint we have, and between the professional softwares like Photoshop, for example, which means the range of creative interface is very vast, but also is very user-friendly. Okay, so now we have learned why Canva, why is Canva important, and why should we learn about it, why is it important skill. So without wasting any time, just let's get into it, okay? I'll be sharing my screen right now. Is it visible to you guys?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay. So from the scratch to begin with, we can use Canva over phone and laptop too, okay? But as of start, I'll recommend you guys to use it on laptop just because it's more easier to operate, resize, and everything, every activity involved in it is much more easier if you start with laptop. Once you're comfortable with your fingers over there, you would be more familiar with the mobile one. Okay, you can use it properly on the mobile and laptop together. And while using it on a laptop, you won't need to download any app. All you have to do is just type Canva on your operating system. And the first link is what will get you to the home screen. Okay, so this is how we reach here. Since I've already logged in here, the process of login isn't shown, but all you would need to do is put your email address over here or just sync your Google over here. Okay. Sync your Google account over here. Okay. So this will be the home screen. We'll start with moving a little lower. Okay. Sliding a little lower. And let's focus on this section of you might want to try. Okay. So what are these? These are the ready-made templates which Canva already offer. So what does ready-made template means? Well, it's nothing but just the designs which are already made. Okay, so that we don't have to think anything from the scratch. For example, we can use this Instagram post square. We just have to click it and just there would be a default photos and text given. We can just add in what we have to write over there. So we have the wide variety, just like the Instagram post, Facebook post, and YouTube, and many more. So this one was for the social media one. But it's not only important if you're a social media manager, it doesn't matter that way. Okay. If we see, let's move towards the top part. Okay. The top bar, we will see this here. We can see the design spotlight. If I click on it, see, this is the variety of designs or the templates which they offer. If your boss is telling, okay, if you're working in a business line and your boss has told you to make the presentation of the brainstorming sessions which we had today. So there will be handy PPT presentations, just like PPT, the Canva templates will be available over there. Or if you're working in sales, communication, or even startups. If we come back to here, if you're planning to start your own little website or a startup, small business, these will be very helpful. Okay. These are the business cards, invitations, t-shirts, okay, logo, poster, flyers. It all will be very important. All you have to do would be to just click on the default text and add in what you want to offer them. But in this session, we'll focus mostly on the social media part. Okay. How to design the templates for the social media. Okay. So if we see at a very right corner over here, this will be the profile. Okay. Beside that, we have a box called Create a Design. If we click on that, we get these many templates already available. These are not the templates, but the layout which they offer. Okay. If you would have noticed, different social media platforms have different templates. Okay. If you see a Facebook post, it has a different dimensions, whereas an Instagram story has different dimensions since they are vertical, right? Same way with this one. So we'll be working on Instagram post square for the posters. Okay. So we don't need to crop out anything. We just have to click on it. Okay. So this is how we'll be doing it in the scratch. To begin with, let's see towards the left side. Okay. This vertical column. First up, we have design. If we click on it, this row erupts all. And these are the same templates which we discussed before this session, right? This one's for the summer beach party. If I want anything for maybe a night, okay, I have to click on it and see how many options did I got. One for the good night. Okay. If I add in here summer, see, there is option for one summer party, one summer travel, and one for the vacation. Okay. So different aspects you can type over it and really get it easily if you have to use these templates. Okay. Second up, we have elements. So in the elements, we have 2 to 3 types over here. One is line and shapes. Okay. So if we click over here, see all. Okay. In this section, if we click on see all, we get to see different types of lines, shapes. Okay. So these are the basic ones, and these are more funkier shapes. Okay. The heart and different, which doesn't have any name, but we use it often to make it visually pleasing, right? So we have to select any. Okay, let's see. I'll take this arrow. Okay. Okay. See here, it reflects over here, right? it appears on our screen, working screen. Same way, I'll be doing it with a square. And let's say take this star and one heart. Okay. We can also take the chat box. You can see we can take a cloud. Okay. We'll take a cloud over. Okay. So I'll hide it. Now it has all appeared, but I need to resize it and locate it properly. Okay. It's overlapping each other right now. Right. So all I have to do is select this one. See, you can, if you bring a cursor on it, you can see there's a shape, right? So just click on it and bring it together like here. Okay. Drag and drop. Drag and drop over it. Drag and drop. Okay. So if you see now, there isn't anything at the top, right? Apart from these two, there aren't any. But if you click on a shape, okay, have you noticed this line appeared, right? This bar appeared over here. Also, this does look similar to us, right? Familiar to us. We see it a lot in our MS Word, right? So if we select this one, let's see at the top right, sorry, the top left. If we select this box, this is for the color, okay? If we click on the color option, we'll get this many options and the gradients. So let's stick to the colors at first, the solid colors. If I have to make this heart a red, I'll just click on this coral red color, okay? Look at here, it appears over here, right? Same way, I can make this cloud gray or blue, anything we want, okay? Same way with the square and with the star. Okay. Now, the way okay, you can also change the color of this arrow, purple, gray, orange, anything you want, okay? Now, what if I want these clouds? The theme is of the clouds, maybe, and I have to draw a multiple of it. So instead of going back to the element, clicking it again, selecting the color, all I can do is duplicate it. So how to do that? Click on the cloud. There appears two options. One is delete and other is duplicate. So I have to click on duplicate. I clicked one, twice. Okay. I can click it as many times as I want. Okay. So now I have these many shapes without going to the element part. Okay. And resizing of it is in the same way we do it in the Word docs. Okay. Selecting it, using this arrow to expand it throughout and using this to stretch it from one side. Okay. And this to move. Okay. This would be a bit difficult at first, getting a hold on shape and dragging and dropping. But once you get familiar, it's really easy. Okay. Next up. So this is the page and we have an option over here, which is Untitled Design Instagram Post. We can rename it here. Okay. Just click on it and I can write it, maybe demonstration. Okay. So this file's name is this one and we created this one page. Okay. Now let's move towards the other part of the element. We have seen the shapes and arrows and next up we'll add this page. Okay. If we see you can see the option over here, add page. Okay. If I click on it, we get two pages, right? See, this is the one page and this is the one we'll be working on. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to the elements. We saw shapes, arrows. We can also use these graphics, okay? Like any graphics. Okay, we can use the moon. If I have to see summer here, okay, see, a lot of things related to the summer appears over here. The ball, the glass, right? This way. And even we can change color of this one if possible. It's not always necessary that we can, the clip art color is changeable, but sometimes it is and it reflects over here. See, these contain these three colors and these can be changed over time. Okay, I can make this a pink one. See, the glares turn to be the pink one and this can be blue one. Okay. Okay. So this is for the graphic. Again, in elements. So what we all saw, to give a quick summary, the arrows, shapes, and graphics. Next up, we'll see one feature called frame. Okay, arrows, shapes, graphics, and now frame. Okay, I'll tell you how this works. Okay, let's insert few. This one, and maybe this one. Okay, and this one. So I'll resize it so that it's not overlapping like this. Okay. Okay. Now, what is difference between these and the shapes? Okay. So these aren't the shapes. These are photo frames. Photo frames as in not the borders, but photos will be inserted in it. Okay. Once we insert the photo in it, the photos will take the shape of this one, like this, the torn page, this design, this page. Okay. Instead of being a square one, it will take the shape of this one. How to do that? How to upload a photo? Let's see that now. Okay. So we saw design, elements. Next up is brand hub, but this is a premium feature. So we'll skip it for now and then move towards next feature, which is uploads. Okay. In uploads, you'll have the options of uploading images, videos, and audios. Okay. You can drag and drop over here. For now, we'll see for the images. So Canva provides few pictures in the stock itself. Okay. So I'll be adding one from the stock. See, I just clicked on it and it reflected on this. Okay. Now, if I have to upload other photos from my own laptop, like our own photo, we have to go towards upload files. Okay. Now see, I chose it from desktop and then I'll select these two photos of my personal photos. I mean, I can select photos of my parents. Okay. 1 second. Now, okay. So these appeared over here. These three are in the draft now. I can use it whenever I want. So let's click on it the same way we did for this one. Okay. Okay. Now, how to make this take a shape of a frame? Okay. So we have these photos over here. I'll just arrange it properly so that it's not a lot of information to take in at that time. And we'll arrange these frames together. I'll delete this for now. Frames. We have a frames over here. Okay. We used 3 frames over here, right? We can use a lot. Even in that, if we click, as in, if we go back to the elements, click to the arrow shaped frame, we'll get that one. So how to put this in this? It's very easy. Just to hold it, drag and drop. Okay. See. Okay. So the picture of my mom is now has taken the shape of this frame. Okay. Same way we'll do this for this stock image. Okay. See, it has turned into this one now. I'll just zoom in now to see the edges of it, right? It's not a square anymore. It has become a torn page now. Okay. We'll do the same one for my dad. Okay. I'll drag and drop his pic over here. Okay. Okay. One option we have for this one is if I click on this and again look at the top bar, we have the option of flip. Okay. If I flip, in that I have the option of flip horizontally. See, it's like the mirror image. And this is for the vertical flip. Okay. One more option we have over here is again clicking the photo, and beside flip, we have edit photo. Okay. So a lot of times the configuration of the photo is not, sometimes photo is too dark, too bright. Okay. So that can be adjusted over here. Here we can be adding filters, just how we add in our phone. And in this option, we can adjust it. Okay. So how we went here, if it's overwhelming, click the photo, edit photo at the top left, adjust, and then adjust all these things. So if I'm making this bright, see, you can, okay, I'll make this bigger. See, this became brighter, right? Contrast, if I have to reduce the brightness, okay? So it's important to make it more aligned with the other design. CI highlights, okay? Okay. So now we learned about the frames, shapes, and arrows for now, okay? Next up, we'll be adding another page. So it's how many pages now? Third page, okay? For the third page, okay, so here we cover design, elements. In elements, we had arrows, photo frames, and shapes, and graphics, and upload, how to upload a photo from stock or from a personal laptop, okay? Next up, we have text over here. So for text, it's the same way we can select it. For the heading, subheading, so we don't have to adjust the sizes again and again. So, okay, I put my cursor over here, I click here, and here, okay? This will also, we can also rearrange it just how we did for the shapes, okay? How? Click it, then these two options appear. This is for the flip and this is to hold up side, okay? Hold up side, use this one to enlarge it, this one to stretch it, or reduce it, okay? Now, since we are choosing this one, choosing the text, we can use these functions too, to underline it, italics, okay? Okay, same with this one. And to edit that, only thing I have to do is double click it and write my own text over here, okay? Canva workshop. Okay, now I have to make it shorter, subheading, and the body. Okay, so this is how the text would go. Next up, we have draw. This is same way we can use the MS Word option, sorry, the MS Paint option, which we all have used as kids someday, I think so. So I've selected the blue one. You can select the colors over here. So I can select it over here, okay? Different brush strokes there are available like that, okay? So for the quick summary, insert the shapes like this from the element. We can search everything as a search box, elements, frames, graphics, everything as a search box, even in the text. We can use these text to double click it and use it again, okay? And draw option. Okay, so these were the basics of how to use shapes, photo frames over here. Now that we know about it, that how to insert shape individually, let's learn how to arrange it together, group it together so that we can, it looks like a poster and what it takes to make a good poster. Okay, so we'll go back home. Okay, so to explain what it goes to make a poster, I would like to show you a ready-made poster so that it will be a lot easier to understand. Okay. Okay, so this is the poster which I made and which the Toastmaster Olivia referred, which won the Design of the Month poster in, I think so, October 2022 last year. Okay, so, see how we inserted the text over here. See, these are the text and I added Super Toastmaster, the club information. These are all the text, right? This is the subheading and this one's for the body. Okay, this one will be the part. I inserted the logo here. So mostly the format should be logo, the heading, subheading, and here the venue details and the date timing over here. Okay, and this will be the body. So you are free to do anything over here. Okay. So before starting how I made the body, I would like to tell you that there will be a lot of features over here. Okay, there are a lot of features of the Canva. We cannot cover it in one day. But I assure you, you will be the one to explore those features simultaneously once you get into it. Okay, that's what happened to me. So for making this poster, I was the team mod, okay, the Toastmaster of the day, and I chose this theme. So the theme is insecure. Okay, so it just have to depict the insecurities oneself has and how it haunts one person over there. Okay. And even if we try to avoid those, they keep on wandering around our head. Okay. This was the basic idea I had in my mind, but I didn't directly started with it. Okay. It just creates a lot of mess if we directly start inserting the shape unless we have an idea. So I'll walk you through my I'll walk you through my process. Okay. What I did before, once I know what is the theme in my head, I took a paper and this is how I created it. Okay. One second. Okay. So this is how so these are the borders of the poster. This will be the logo as I showed you in the poster. This will be the Toastmaster heading and this one, and this will go here. So I kept the space for this to go. Okay. And I had in my mind that I'll paste my photo over here and a lot of the insecure thoughts and the randomness will be surrounding. Okay. So it should be able to capture the theme of it. That is what a poster should do. It shouldn't be like a flyer where you write every information, but it should just depict it, what you want to say in it, in the limited, what we can say, in the limited elements. Okay, you cannot add a lot of elements to it, but it should be very much aligned with the theme. And that is where the visualization comes into play. Okay. Okay. So the next step, which I did was, instead of, one second. So in the first peak, I have the square, okay, the initial stage. Then I thought how we learned about the frames, right? I don't want it square. I wanted it to add some frame to it. It shouldn't be the basic square one, but it should be depicted as if I am the one standing over here. So what I did for this one is I removed the background over here using another app, which is not important for now. We can just use any other frame for it instead of square, okay? I added this to it. So instead of square, I added this one. And in the next step, instead of the dots, I made it the chat boxes. Okay. As if they are the one telling me, okay, it shouldn't need it. Actually, there isn't any need to be that deep all the time. It's just my story I'm telling from my behalf so that you'll be able to visualize any topic in that. Okay. The use of element, knowing the element is really easy, but putting these ideas into the poster is what takes up time. Okay, so at the end stage, I also decided to make this curved, but it eventually didn't work. See, I kept it like that itself. Okay, I kept it box itself because if I add one more layer to it, it wasn't just doing worth it. Okay, it wasn't doing with it. Okay, so coming back to poster C. So we talked about this one, coming back to the body. First, this is my photo. So I uploaded it at first to get the idea where to position these things. Okay. See, I can resize it, right? I added this one over here. And then I added this from elements, how we discussed about it. From elements, I said chat boxes. Chat bubble. If I add chat bubble, see, these are the options I got and I used few of it. See, this one I used over here, right? I used this and then a lot of other. See, if I go into here, so many options. I have so many options over here, right? These are for the pro, but we have for free a lot of features too. And then instead of using it again, see, I've used these shape this year. So which feature would I have used? The duplicate one, right? This I duplicated twice, this twice, this one, and I also added this question mark and exclamation mark in between. Okay. And for the background, I added this feature. If you have noticed, I added these blue shapes. Okay. So these are also nothing but if I go back to the elements and I say curves, you can just randomly type anything and they'll show you something related to it. Okay. If I added the curve shape. Okay. So these are the shapes which appear. See, these are the shapes. So I use something like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I insert this and then change the color accordingly. Okay. So this is how I grouped it all together. So it does look like a lot of work, but since I had this idea clear in my mind, it was really, really easy to put it into the poster. Okay, instead of just randomly starting over from here. Okay, so this is what takes to make a poster. But have you noticed this poster have certain colors itself, right? Why am I not using a pink, purple or gray? I'm using a gray over here, okay? But why am I not using other colors over here? These colors look very much aligned, right? I'm using only certain colors. This is because the poster is brand compliant. But what is it and why is it important? And what are the rules, like what colors, what features are important? We'll be learning that from our next segment. So I would like to hand it over to Toastmaster Sharmeen over here.
Can I please have the presentation?
Yes.
Okay. So what is brand compliance and why is it important? So brand compliance is basically when a brand follows specific guidelines in terms of fonts, sizes, colors, and tone across its messaging. So this ensures that there is uniformity and consistency within the brand, and also that there is high brand recognition and recall. So let's look at a few excellent examples of brand compliance. Can anyone tell me what brand this ad is for? Just unmute yourselves and answer.
Coke.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the association of red and the white stripe and Coke is so high that you can tell that the ad is a Coke ad even without the logo being present on it. Next. I'm sure most of us know the brand behind this ad. Can anyone quickly give it a shot?
Amul.
Yeah. And the reason it's so instantly recognizable is because of its mascot, the Amul girl, which is there throughout its messaging. And also they use a lot of puns in their messaging. So that's also been consistent across all platforms. What about this one? Any guesses which brand?
Nike.
Yes. And so Nike uses consistent black and white imagery across their messaging. And they also use one-liner motivational messages throughout. So as you can see, all these brands are instantly recognizable because their messaging across all platforms is consistent. So now, how does this apply to Toastmasters? Toastmasters International is essentially a brand that has its own brand guidelines. So all the clubs under Toastmasters need to follow this branding so they look cohesive as a whole. Along with looking cohesive as a singular entity, it's also important that we don't divert from the tone and the objective of the brand. So for example, Toastmasters International is a professional public speaking community that helps people build their leadership, communication, and public speaking skills. So the communication we put out needs to be in line with this. It is advisable to use basic elements and steer away from clip art, stickers, and cartoons in order to maintain the professional standard and not appear childish. In terms of imagery, stock image can be used, but they should be true to the brand. Can you go to the previous slide? Yeah. For example, a stock photo of a person in a formal attire with a mic is on brand. So this poster is essentially brand compliant. But the next one, which shows pictures of children, is not. Because Toastmasters is a public speaking platform for adults, and using pictures of children can throw the audience off. So a better way to showcase the theme down the memory lane could have been to show someone walking down a film strip instead. So you need to design posters that are both in tune with the theme as well as the brand. So to sum it up, there are a few do's and don'ts we should keep in mind while designing our posters. Can you go to the previous slide, please? The images to be used should be club meetings, presentations and speakers, networking and training venues, conferences and training, and any contests, so speech contests, evaluation contests. And the images that should not be used are like posters with that focus solely on clip art are not brand compliant. Posters that have landscapes and animals, posters that have children and food, animals and cartoons, and medicine and architecture. Those are a strict no-no when it comes to a Toastmaster poster. So the good news is that having a certain framework and guidelines to work with makes your job as a designer much easier because you're not spending time on which font to pair with which color. It's all already decided for you. So let's quickly take a look at what the Toastmasters brand guidelines look like. So we have a set of 4 primary colors that we can use. The colors are true maroon, loyal blue, cool gray, and white. The numbers that you can see on screen are basically the hex codes, which are numerical values through which you can select the exact color shade. So Gauri will show you how and where to add these in the activity post this section. Primary colors essentially mean that these are the most important colors, and majority of your poster needs to have one or more of these colors. So your poster needs to have one or more, majority of your poster needs to have one or more of these 4 colors. That is true maroon, loyal blue, cool gray, and white. Next. So for example, this poster is brand compliant because the primary colors used are blue and maroon, and these are predominantly present throughout the poster. It's clean, it's minimal, there are no clip arts, there are no stickers. Shapes are used to make the camera shutter, which essentially denotes the theme, that is Carpe Diem, which means to seize the moment. Next, we have accent colors. So what are accent colors? Accent colors are basically secondary colors, which means that the ratio of these in your poster should be considerably less than the blue, white, maroon, or gray. So for example, this poster has too much yellow. So it's not brand compliant. So you need to steer away from making your backgrounds black or yellow, as these are accent colors, and only a few elements should be black and yellow. So next up, we have fonts. So we have 3 fonts that we use for Toastmasters. Montserrat is used for headings and subheadings. Even though it's a single font, there are different variations of the font that can be used. For example, there's classic, there's semi-bold, there's extra bold, light, and thin. For the body copy, we use Source Sans Pro and Open Sans. So we stick to just these fonts to keep the messaging clean and consistent and professional. And also we have different weightages. Weightages are basically bold, semi-bold, regular. So we use different weightages to create a contrast between the text. So for example, here, donate blood today is my heading. So I've used Montserrat Bold. You can save, your blood can save a life is my subheading. So I've used Montserrat Semi-Bold. And for my body copy, I've used Source Sans Pro and Open Sans. Next. So these are the Toastmasters logos. They have to be included in the posters. Different variations of the logos can be used. Just make sure that there is enough breathing space left around the logos on all sides. So now I've taken you through what brand compliance and the Toastmasters brand guidelines are. Can you help me identify why this particular poster is not brand compliant?
It doesn't have the logo and it has a lot of yellow.
Yeah, that's correct.
Too much of yellow. Yes.
Anything else?
The picture is
Clip
not
art is there.
professional.
Clip art.
Yeah, there are clip arts.
Cartoons.
Sorry?
Fonts.
Biggest colleges in the world. जो आप सबने सुना है कोई बोलता है डॉक्टर.
Image of television.
Yeah, the image of television is a clip art, so that shouldn't be there.
The font of cartoons is
Yeah.
not here.
The font is not right. It should essentially be Montserrat.
Also, the picture right in the middle.
पेपर दिया.
Yeah. This image of the castle is also
Yeah.
a clip art, and it's technically not brand compliant. So yeah, all of these, you all correctly identified all of the elements that are not brand compliant. So great job. And we shall quickly move on to the next segment, where we'll talk about brand hierarchy. Can you go to the next slide? Sorry, design hierarchy. So what is design hierarchy? It sounds a little intimidating, but it's actually pretty simple. Next. Can you read this? You're reading this in a certain flow, right? Certain things are standing out because of their color, the size, the placement, and so on. That is basically what design hierarchy is. The idea is to lead the audience's eye where you want it to go and in which order you want it to go. So now when we design posters, there's usually a huge chunk of information that needs to go in it. So elements like the team or name, the address, the date, the time, the venue, dress code, and so on. So how do we make our posters look clean and easily readable when we need to fit so much information in them? For example, in this poster, everything's the same color and more or less the same size. Nothing's really standing out. And in this day and age, especially with social media and our depleting attention spans, we really need to grab the audience's attention. They shouldn't have to scan your poster for important details. The details should jump out at them. So how do you do this? The key is to identify 3 to 4 design elements that you think are the most important and make those stand out. So for example, in this, so you want to direct the audience to read those elements first, and that has to be their key takeaway from your poster. So for example, in this poster, according to me, the most important elements are the theme, the time, and the date. So by playing around with the color, the size, and the font, and the placement, we can make those elements easily readable. For example, I made the theme that is Big Boss. I made the font size bigger and changed the color to yellow. So now it's striking out. I put a patch beneath, below the time and the date. So that is also standing out. So now I don't have to scan through it for when is the meeting or what time is it. That's the first thing I see. So it's little things like this that can make a big difference to your design and what the audience takes away from your design. Yeah. So here are a few examples of a few posters that are creative as well as brand compliant. They're pretty minimalistic. There's not a lot of elements. There's clean design, clean font, and all the essential information is stands out. Next. Yeah. So that's all from me. Now it's time to get your hands dirty with Canva. Keep these principles in mind, and happy designing. Over to you, Gauri.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sharmeen, for walking us through all the brand compliance. Even I get a lot confused with that and make mistakes, but this was really helpful. Okay, so done with the boring lecture. It's time for the interactive session. So we saw how to insert, how to make a poster, how to insert the elements, And we also saw how to make it brand compliant. So what is stopping us from making a poster now, right? Okay. So before starting this activity, I'll be telling how to, okay, once again, we'll do the same process. And if you remember how Toastmaster Sharmeen told us about the color compliance. Okay. So I'll tell you a short trick to remember, to just make it more easier. Okay. So the colors which she mentioned, it should be handy to use throughout the poster. So I have one trick over here is go to the elements, how we saw the design, and the second one is elements. Choose any basic shape for now, just for convenience. Okay. I'll reset, make it shorter. It's just for, okay. I'll choose this and I'll duplicate this. How many colors do we have? 4 to 5, right? The accent colors. Okay. So once I have it all, okay. So if I select this one and go to here, okay. So I can make this the gray one. So what was for the gray one? What was the hexa code for that one? Okay. I'll be adding the maroon, which we said, which was it? Anyone can answer? What was the name of the maroon color?
True maroon.
True maroon, right. So the true maroon, its hexa code is 772. 43432. Okay, so we have it maroon over here. Okay, so this is the maroon we got. Same way we'll do for the loyal blue. Okay, we got this one. Okay, for
Cool gray.
next up we have the cool gray one. Anyone remember it?
A9B2B1.
A9B2B1.
Okay, yes. We have this one. And then let's make
And then white.
color. Okay, white we can use it directly, right? We won't need a code for that. Then in the accent we had black and yellow, right? So this one is the happy yellow and its hexa code is F2D F74. This one. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so click on this one. So what's happening now is, okay, we already have these colors handy. Okay, now if I have to insert any other page frame, okay, even if on the other page I'm starting it blank, okay, I have these colors handy. Okay, we don't need to search it again and again, which will be just tedious. Okay, so let's start with the activity over here. So 1 second, go back. Okay, till I go to the page, I would be needing 2 to 3 volunteers. So those who are interested, I hope everyone are. Please raise your hands and Zoom Master will let me know about it. Anyone?
Vijaya, would you like to volunteer?
Sure.
Okay, so I'll just spotlight you.
Anyone else accompanying Vijaya?
I don't know what I'm doing, but I will.
No, it would be really fun.
It would be fun. Mary Lou, you want to volunteer?
Okay.
Yep, I'm in.
Okay. So we have 2 volunteers.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Gauri.
1 second. Okay. We'll take this one. Okay. Let's take this slide just to make it easier. Okay. So what we will be doing now, 3 of us will be making a poster from scratch. Okay. And I am your team mod for today. And you both are given the responsibility to make this poster brand compliant and inclined to the theme. Okay.
Okay.
So I inserted this one at first. Okay. What is this? The logo.
Toastmasters.
Logo.
And all the information over here is already given. Okay. So I'll be giving you both the theme. Okay, don't worry, I'll be there.
But how do we insert the Toastmaster logo and the other details in a blank screen?
In the blank screen, how we did it? If you remember how we uploaded the photos over here, right?
Okay.
Go to the element, the upload part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll
they have Toastmaster logo there?
No, it
You
doesn't
load it
have.
up.
We'll be uploading over there. I just kept it to make it more easier. So that's the basic, right? It's the main part would be the body of it. Okay, so from here, I would keep the poster, the logo handy over here, just insert you. For this thing, I just duplicated this page over here and duplicated this information over here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So guys, the theme for you is midnight. Okay. Okay. So Mary Lou, if I have to ask you, what comes in your mind when I tell you about midnight? The first time you heard the word midnight, what comes into your mind?
I think of a moon.
Moon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how could we insert a moon over here? Can be circle or
you just go to your elements and look moon.
Shapes.
Search elements, moon.
And search moon. Very good. Very good. Okay. So is this compliant to use it? No,
the
right?
white and gray.
These are the clip arts. But we could use the simpler ones, right? Which doesn't have the patch. So we can take this one, or we can also, okay. So this is the moon already there. So, but we are not able to see it. So what to do for that?
The background color.
Okay. So how to select the background? I'll select this. What to do next, Vijaya?
Color, background color.
Yeah, see, we already
had and the maroon.
This one. Okay, we'll add blue.
Okay. Yes,
because
dark.
Blue and maroon has to be, okay? So night and blue matches. So if we see there's problem arise, we cannot see Toastmaster, this information about. So what can we do is?
Change the color of the...
Okay.
Yeah, that one can be
white.
You can make that yellow.
Yeah, we can also make that yellow. Okay. Yeah, like this. We can keep it yellow or this one as white. Okay. Even this looks right. Okay. Now, okay. Okay. And then we can resize it however I want. So what will be, okay, in the midnight, what else we can add? You have to add my photo also because I'm the team mod, right? Right.
So then we go to your uploads and check you out from there.
Okay. So
yeah,
I've already added my photo.
Yeah, you can add that photo standing there.
Yes. Okay. Now, should I keep the photo like this itself, or I should?
You have to make it smaller, little
smaller, and
to fit in the page.
Yeah.
Move
this.
Move it to the right.
Move it to the right. Should I use a square itself or make it moon? Make it something related to the moon.
Moon also you can reduce the size. Moon also. Okay. So you can write some text if you want. Or
okay.
Oh, I see, Gauri. You're asking us whether you should use a frame like a moon.
Now I have one idea I can suggest you. Instead of using this square, rectangle, whatever it is, okay, can we make it a circle and add in this side of the moon?
Yes.
Okay? Will it be good? Will it look good?
You take a round circle frame and then insert the picture.
Okay, where can I find the frame?
In the elements.
Elements.
How to find it?
Just go down right there.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
I can
or circle, you can pick circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay, see, I got the circle, or else I can just see all. And let's see if we have moon over here. No, we don't. Okay, so the frames must be limited. And we already have a circle. Okay, so let's see. Even in circle, I have so many options. This circle. So let's take a plane for now. And okay, I'll resize it and keep it over here. Okay. resize it more so that it's more aligned. And how to insert a photo over here now? My photo.
Drag and drop.
Yeah,
drag
it and drop it. Yeah.
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 Okay. So we have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, question for you.
Yeah.
Is your picture is now, your head's cut off. How do you adjust that to move you down? Or do you have to do that before we drag and drop it?
That's a picture.
The one feature I didn't told you all is double click it. Okay. And we can adjust the photo over here. Okay. So now you can see, okay, if I zoom in, okay. So this is the circle, and see, as you told, my head is being cut out. So I can just draw.
Oh, push you down. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. What did I do?
Double clicked.
Okay, now the problem is arising is that it's cutting from here. So I dragged it a lot toward downwards. Okay, so what was the process again? Double click it. Okay, move it.
And move it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can also enlarge it in that way. Okay, if I have to just focus on here. See, I enlarged it a lot. And then get it. Okay. See, it's better now, right? Lot better. Lot better than square itself. It complements each other. Okay, now where will I add the theme? The name, the heading.
Yeah, the right. Blank space to the right.
Yeah, I can add the theme, right? Okay, let's adjust the moon right there. How can I add that?
Text.
Text. Okay. So in the text, heading.
Heading, subheading.
Okay.
Or heading itself.
Yeah, subheading too. Okay. So heading, I need to adjust it, right? Since it's in white, so it's in black, I can make it white.
You can make it white. Yeah, you can make it white.
White.
And then date, maybe. The date there.
Yes, I actually mentioned the date and all the details.
Oh, it's already there. Okay. The theme, maybe add the heading. That's the theme.
Double click it.
Theme is night. Anyway.
Midnight. Okay, so is it correct? Have we used correct heading over? Sorry, the correct font over here.
What was the font? Go ahead.
Which font was brand compliant according to how Sharmeen walked us through?
Montserrat.
Yeah, exactly correct.
Montserrat.
Okay.
Extra bold.
So in here we already have it. Okay. Which one? We can use any one of it.
Either one, yeah.
Okay. I'll just
click
on
Montserrat.
We have it. Okay.
Yes.
These many options we have. Okay.
Extra.
So
okay.
Let's go on for the blue bold one. Okay. It's loading. Okay. Now it is right. We have the theme. We have something to depict it. What else we can write over here is a little slogan. Okay. My midnight start in the day. Anything like that. Okay. What else we can do here is add another shapes over here. Okay. So since we added a moon, what else we can add in the elements?
Stars. Oh.
Yeah, right. Stars. Do we have stars? Can we use these?
The yellow stars. We can use that yellow.
Yellow one. Yes.
Color.
Correct. What else we can use? These stars can we use? Or these? But
no.
There is no need for it. We can just add a circle over here normally. Okay. So we can write our body over here, like any slogan we have to. Okay. I'll just drag and drop this over here. Over here. Okay. And how to, where should I keep it here? Keep this one, Vijaya?
You can keep it. Yeah, that's fine. And then the add subheading, I was thinking of guest welcome.
Welcome.
Guest welcome.
In the subheading, I should add that?
Yeah, I was thinking guests welcome. That way you're inviting all guests, whoever wants to join.
Should I write let's welcome?
Guest, G-U-E-S-T. Yes.
Just welcome.
G-U.
Oh, guests. Okay, right. Guests welcome. Okay. Again, we have to change the handwriting for this one. What's it at? Semi-bold. Let's use the semi-bold one. Resize it. Can we resize it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, we did it, right? Mm-hmm. It's much better now. Yes, welcome. Okay. And if we want, we can add more stars to it. So to add more stars, should I go back to elements?
You can copy it. Just double click it, copy it.
No, you just
yeah.
No, just
copy
click.
And then drag it.
Yes.
Maybe and then drag it.
Yeah, correct.
Actually, stars can go up at the midnight, and the guests can come down. Stars are high up in the sky.
Okay. Very good. See, like this. Is it looking good?
You can bring down the midnight and guests welcome down, little down.
Okay, and stars all upwards.
Yeah. That can come down, and that midnight also can come down.
Okay.
And then stars there.
Okay. One thing we can do is the photo looking good?
Yeah.
We can also edit the photo. If we want, we can make it, go into this, adjust, and make it more brighter. Okay. 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 So,
yeah.
So congratulations, you guys. You just made a poster for my meeting. Okay. Thank you so much, PR team, for making it possible. Okay. So that I would give my excellent theme on midnights. Okay. So thank you so much, Marilu and Vijaya, for participating in this activity. So by this, I would like to end our session, and I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Alifia.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I hope it was a fruitful session and it got your brains thinking a little differently. A big thank you to Gauri and to Sharmeen, and especially to all of you who've come from all over the world. Thank you so much for joining in. We will now begin the question and answer session. So we have a couple of questions. I will direct it to either Gauri or Sharmeen, and you all can answer it, okay? So the first question is, do I need to be a designer to work on Canva? Who would like to answer this? Gauri, would you like to answer it?
Yeah, I think I could answer because I am not a designer. No way I'm near to any design. Only design I knew was PPT. Not even Instagram. Even on Instagram, I wasn't able to put a good story. I would either put the font more bigger or anything else like that. So no, you don't at all need. If you are a designer, it's just a plus point. For example, Sharmeen is a designer, so it just adds in her skills, but you don't need to be a designer for it. That's what the USP is a user-friendly app. So no professionals required for this.
Thanks, Gauri. The next question is the free version enough to make posters, or do we need to purchase a paid version? Sharmeen, would you like to answer this?
Yes, the free version is absolutely perfect to make a poster. You don't need the premium. We use the free version ourselves to design posters for Sobo, and it works perfectly.
I would like to add in, the premium version is important when you are making one bigger project. Okay, if you're working for an organization, you have your own startup, as I told in the start, right? If you have your small business, at that time, taking a premium is better because you're investing in it. But if not required, it's more than enough. We created a poster for the free.
All right. Craig has a comment. He says the TI logo is too close to the name of the club and the other information of that of the last flyer. Thank you for that, Craig. We'll keep that in mind for our next poster. Oh, we have another question. Can we make videos also this easily? Gauri, would you like to answer this?
On Canva?
Yes.
Yeah, we can make the videos. If we scroll down a much, okay, if I would share the screen again. Should I share the screen again, or Okay, 1 second. See, I'll just tell you where we can find it.
Below the, I saw it below the text videos.
Second, it's loading. Okay, if it's taking time, I'll just stop.
We can come back to that later.
Come back to that later. But yes, you can edit the videos over here. Just like the ready-made templates, you have the one templates for videos too. If you would have seen for the club members, we make the birthday bandwagon videos, right? For when any member of a club have like on their birthdays, we make a small video edits of that. So we just use the ready-made templates for that.
All right. Soumya would like to know, how did you get your picture of the insecure poster without the background? So Gauri, can we share with her the website link of where you remove the background?
Yeah. There is one website called Erase Background, but for me, I used another app which is called the Eraser. Okay, so that's a bit advanced. It's not needed at this level. At first, we'll be learning how to choose the frame. After that, what I did was install one app called Eraser. It's super easy. On that, we have to select the photo and we can manually erase the borders, erase the background with that.
There's also another website called remove.bg. So you just upload your image there and it removes the background for you. So you essentially don't
Craig
have to
has messaged me this. Thank you, Craig. We will put it in the chat box. Sharmeen, if you can just enable, if the Zoom master can enable the chat to everybody. Yeah. Okay. There's one more question to Sharmeen. In my free version, the font in the font options, I don't find Montserrat. How do I get it?
So if you don't have Montserrat, you can ask your club PR team for the font. You might have to download it and then upload it onto your Canva website.
Right.
So you can get the font from your PR team and then just upload it to your website.
All right. Can we also post the link of remove BG, please, Sharmeen, in the chat box to remove the background? Yeah. All right. With this,
one more. How do we upload it? Upload the flyer that we created to Facebook. If I want to upload it, I created it. Now I want public to know about it.
You're talking about the poster. You want to upload it to. All right.
Yeah.
Who would like to take this from Sharmeen and Gauri? Sharmeen, you can take this.
So once you create a poster, if you have a Facebook account, you can, there'll be an upload option where you can upload a post. And
upload option in Canva or Facebook?
In Facebook. So once your poster is made on Canva, the work in Canva is done. Then you open your Facebook app. And then on Facebook, you upload your poster. There'll be an upload option on your page. So you click on that and upload your poster to your wall.
Okay.
So that's not a Canva thing. Yeah.
Once you save on Canva, okay, there will be a save option once we complete the poster. It will automatically get saved in your gallery. So by this, you can normally post it on your Facebook.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. With this, we have concluded all our questions. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. And thank you, Gauri and Sharmeen. We have a small feedback poll which we'd like you to answer. So if Shantanu, if you could just share that with everyone.
Yes, let me just do it.
Can I see the poll?
Jisha, can you launch the poll? It is showing me something different.
It has been launched.
It's launched.
It has been launched.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm going to try now after the meeting create a poster.
I can't see anybody results though.
Should we end poll? Okay, we've got 67 responses, so I will end poll and show the results.
67%. Awesome.
So that's what you guys have to say. All right. Okay, I have a small announcement for those from Sobo. We have a quarterly newsletter, Sobo Bites, and we also have our annual magazine, Sobo Buzz, coming up in June. Sobo Bites will be released on the 1st of April. We are curating a designing team for that. If you'd be interested, please drop in a personal message to me or Sharmeen. We'd be most happy, or to Gauri. We'd be most happy to have you on board, and looking forward to creating a stellar magazine this year as well. So with that, I would like to open up the floor now for any informal chat, discussion, or we can end the meeting. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in.